Welcome to Daniel, Verse by Verse, a daily devotional. A dark and stormy night. Daniel 1:1. In the third year of the reign of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came to Jerusalem and besieged it. It was a dark and stormy night. Yes, there really was a beginning to this overused sentence. English novelist Edward Bulwer Lytton used it to open his 1830 book Paul Clifford. Set in London, it's the dark tale of a robber who doesn't know he is the son of the judge who eventually sentences him to death. The first verse in the book of Daniel portrays a dark and stormy period for Israel. It appears that the Jewish nation had been sentenced to death. In fact, some scholars suggest that this first verse is more than an introduction to the first chapter of Daniel. It's an opening to the entire book. The historical background in today's verse takes place in 605 BC when Nebuchadnezzar became king after his father, Nabopolassar, died. In the same year, Nebuchadnezzar began his first of three campaigns against Jerusalem, ending with the city and temple being razed in 586 BC. How could it be that Jerusalem, the center of worship of the true God, could fall? Hadn't the Lord promised in Deuteronomy 33:29 to shield his people? Didn't King David say in Psalm 46:5, God is in the midst of Jerusalem, she shall not be moved? Bible history bears this sad truth, and the Lord God of their fathers sent warnings to them by his messengers because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. But they mocked the messengers of God, despised his words and scoffed at his prophets, until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people. There was no remedy. There was no other solution but for God's people to go into exile. And yet, even through this dark and stormy experience, the Lord had a plan to deliver his people. Isn't it comforting to know that God has a plan to deliver us, even after we despise his words? He is waiting for us to turn to him wholeheartedly.